Shuggy says he wants to talk to you too. Alright. Yeah. Oh, that is Shuggy. Oh. So I've had an idea forever that I wanted to do, but I'm just too freaking lazy to do it. And that would be vlogging an entire week behind the scenes on how I prepare all this shit. We're going to start this week, okay? Okay. So let's just warp to tomorrow and get started, alright? And it is Monday. The next day already. And it all starts with the bag. In this bag is everything light without heat. Here is what we had in the studio last night. We'll go through that in just a minute. A folder. The Light Without Heat Bible. Actually, it's the logbook. The previous Light Without Heat logbook from 2017. This is what I call a tear sheet. We're going to make another one for this week. This is last night's. A lot of information, bits and ads and bloops and blaps. The actual, what I played in order with my chicken scratch handwriting that almost proves I could be a doctor and play one on TV. And finally, the Big Daddy, the playlist. The handwritten playlist. This is last night's, May 5th, 2019. For the Light Without Heat logbook, let's see, this particular one started in April of 2018. This is a year's worth of shows. Here's last week's. Not last night's, but last week's. 4/28/19 at Studio 7G. And here is hour number 1, hour number 2, and hour number 3. So now we're going to make one for last night. Reviewing the first hour, and boom, we've got an hour of 5/5/19. Let's keep going.
Hydro, sticky icky, tush.
Okay, making pretty good time here. We're down to the last hour, and all I really have to do now is fill in these little parts, and we're done. I'm confused. Hang on. Spoke of Shadows. Promo for the Bob Lazar story right there, and then we went back on the air here before Glass Hammer. So I got to figure out the bumper that I did at 9:30 that I played before Bruford. Oh wait, I may already know.
I said, what do you think?
Yep, I do know. It's the Prague, the Dean Prague Part 2, because it actually mentions Bruford. He says,
Bruford can change the timing up so fast it could snap your wrist.
What?
yeah, and that's it. There we go. So here is our show log for last night. Now that that's done, we're going to go through last night's playlist and mark out everything that I played. Played that. Didn't get around to that one, so we'll save that one. That goes on next week's list. Played that. Well, I don't think we got to Moon Safari either, so that gets carried over to next week. Played that. Only 2. There's usually more than 2. This week we only have 2, so those will carry over to next Sunday.
Look at my grandbaby.
Yep, I became a grandfather last week for the 3rd time. Damn, I'm old. But yeah, she's gorgeous. Okay, for the next step is the folder. I'm very big on rotation and not repeating things too often. That goes without saying for the music, but it also is for the little extra stuff. So this is 3 pages of the extra stuff and what I have and haven't done. We have the commercials, the bits, what I call the bits, the intro, and it just goes on and on and on like that. We're going to take the stuff from last night and add to the list. So I've added all the bits and commercials and stuff to the master list from last night in order, so we can try to come up with some kind of rotation here. We also have an empty, what I call a tear sheet, for next week. So we've got our intro, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 station ID, show IDs. 1 commercial, 2 commercial, that's for the beginning. The second one's always a bud. Then a 3 and a 4 that can be, swapped up. And then 2 Thunder Rock radio spots, 2 what I call bits, and then 2 duck bits. So, using this microscopic writing here, we'll try to figure out what we can do. The intros are pretty much rotation. So, we used Addams Family last night. Addams Family last week, I used it was there, and so DJ 3000 will be next. Alright, we've got our intro. The basic gist here is we just don't want to use something we used maybe definitely not last week, definitely not the week before that. We want to try to go back a little ways. Uma Thurman, I love that. Mr. Lurks himself. 10 Days, Mitch Hedberg. And then we have one last product I have to figure out. Let's see here. The world ends in 15 minutes. Details at 11. And there is our tear sheet. After I compose the Facebook promos, then that will be the bands that I list on there. And of course, when you come into chat next week, you will be right here. I just thought of something cool. Again, like I was showing you a while ago, this is last night. And Spreaker and TRR for Thunder Rock Radio. As I said before, I've got tons of these log books. This actually goes back to 2015. Look at here. Wow. What we want to find out is the first Thunder Rock Radio show. And so we're going to find where the Thunder Rock Radio disappears. Oh, it's disappeared. Okay, so we're in July 2015. More July. More July. August 2nd, 2015 was the first Light Without Heat on Thunder Rock Radio. Won't be long, we'll be having like a 4-year blowout anniversary party. So, one of the most important things is what this is going to wind up being. This is a scratch version of next week's playlist already. 5, 12, 19. Yep, and it's completely blank. So our mission over the next, I'd say about 4 days is to fill this sucker up. So now, if you recall, the two that I did not get to last night go at the top. A couple of our faithful regular musicians, so we don't have a track yet, but that will come later as well. And basically just start filling up these spots. I will go ahead and make a spot for our Triassic Clacks, even though we don't know what they're going to be yet. One thing we can choose right now is the outro music bed. Like last night's was Steve Vai's Creamsicle Sunset. The outro beds are done again on rotation, so all I got to do is flip back a little while and look for Creamsicle Sunset by Steve Vai. That it is. So the next one is Scott Henderson, Chelsea Bridge. Boom, that's next week's outro music bed. Now we still have all this to fill up, but it's not going to get done today. We'll be lucky today if we make it somewhere right around in here. And we'll probably won't worry about the classic tracks today either. You know, we got a week to do this shit. More than likely there will be a lot of stuff that I discover, comes across my plate, new albums coming out, checking the email. And so if I fill it up too quickly, then I'm not going to have room for the new stuff. Last night's show, put it up there, make it a story, whatever that means, and post. I said post. There you go. While we're here, we'll throw it in the Light Without Heat group page, and paste, and go book. It's done. So, now, cool. Lunch break!
Lunch break?
Very, very hot. So hot, it fogged the camera up. So, longtime friend of the show, Mr. Brett Lloyd, gave us a little shout out this morning on his Periscope blog. Check it out.
Shout out to my friend Stuffer White from Light Without Heat. I appreciate learning last night, sir, during your broadcast that you listen to this.
I do.
Regularly. God bless you for that, and I appreciate you so much, Stuffer. You've been so good to me over the years. Every Sunday night, he hosts a show called Light Without Heat, and he's playing the best in progressive rock.
Listen to the man.
For your ear holes.
For your ear holes.
Check Stuffer out when you get a chance on Sunday evenings.
You're the man, Brett. So now we're down to the true functionality of having the logbook. This is the real reason why this exists. We're down to a couple of the artists and we need to pick the track. And as I said before, I am big on rotation and not repeating myself. So we go back and find something that we haven't played in a while. See? There's a reason for this. This is not just a waste of ink and paper, folks. Cross your fingers, cross your fingers, cross your fingers. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, yes, it's loading up, it's loading up, it's loading up, and it's a... Oh, what a beautiful thing. There it is. Okay. Whew. Scared me half to death. Let's get to work. I think that's enough for today. We've still got this to worry about. I even managed to get an intro song, which is not easy. An intro song is There's certain qualifications for an intro song. It's got to be pretty damn long, and it also has to be, you know, kind of an epic thing. The way it starts out is really important, and in this case it's a new one, Valance. Very happy with that. We'll wait till tomorrow to worry about the Triassic clacks. We'll get them, and I have a methodology of the way I do that, and I'll show you that too. I guess we could just morph into tomorrow, shall we? Something to morph into. Morph, 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 morph. It's Tuesday. Hello. It's Tuesday and we are back at it, and boy howdy, we got a lot of work done yesterday. A lot more than I expected anyway. We're gonna do our Triassic clacks today, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots to go. For Tuesday, that's pretty damn good. So for the Triassic clacks, we have a very unique little system here. Oh, I haven't written down last week's classic track. So we have another entry here. Let's do that. Bruford and Coliseum 2. So really what we want to do is go back and find 2 bands that we haven't featured in our classic track department in a while. We're going to do Frank Zappa, and I already know the track. We're going to do Montana. I've been thinking about playing that one for a while. So this book really didn't even come into play on that. The only way that we use this book is we figured out the last time we played Frank Zappa was March 24th. So for the next one we will use my little method of doing this. Let's see. We have not done King Crimson in a while. Okay, King Crimson. King Crimson it is. Alright, King Crimson was last played on February 10th. Again, this book becomes very important. Go back to February 10th. There it is. King Crimson. You played Starless. That's exactly the one that you wanted. That's okay. I got another one. Wow. Come on, man. Get with the program. That is not exactly the way I meant to show you that, but it works. So now we have to figure out what. Okay, so we're going to do Fallen Angel off the Red album. Well, that just came together a lot quicker than I actually thought. Alright, so here is Montana, and we're going to put it in the speaker. Click! There it is. Boom! What is the runtime on Montana, sir? 6 minutes 38 seconds. 6:38! Ta-da! Our Triassic clacks have been filled. Oh yeah. Oh. All right, we've added 3 more. 3 more. Man, we're getting way ahead of ourselves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 spots left. It's Tuesday. Yeah, we need to slow down a little bit, I think. Let's take a break. Now I gotta take a break because the computer's acting stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid computer. Vinegar and water. Fresh as a summer's eve. Okay, come on, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Oh, man, I used to drink like straight vodka. That didn't even bother me, but that, whoa. It's supposed to be really good for you. I mean, it cuts down on inflammation and all kind of bad stuff, but it tastes like shit. I managed to keep adding, and now we're down to 4 spots on a Tuesday night. So I might not have a whole lot to vlog for the rest of the week, but we'll come up with something. Oh, this is nice. Okay, I grabbed the track by that band. It was called Covet. Nikki, this is your fault. She's the one that posted that. It's going on the list. We're going to put that on the list. Now I got to figure out how to pronounce the name of that album because, oh boy, more stuff I can't pronounce. Let us see. 2018. So I'm a little late to that party, but that's okay. All right, now we're down to 3 spots left. Well, you know what? Since we've pretty much done all the work that we can get done today, and we don't have a lot of work left to do, then we will go ahead and conclude this broadcast today, and we will go ahead and spin into Wednesday. It's Wednesday! I told you it's Wednesday. Yep, it's Wednesday. So yeah, again, we have had a very productive week and we got a lot done last night. We're down to 3 spots and we got to pick a track from Forever 12 because they're going on the list this week because they're just freaking great. So I don't know if we're going to get them all done today and just kind of not hardly do anything tomorrow, or maybe we're just going to take it easy. I don't know, but when I come up with something, I will let you know, okay? Okay, so we're picking a track from Forever 12. Again, the one I wanted to play was the last one that I played, which was Carmageddon. That was only a few weeks back, so we can't play that one right now. But we're gonna play. I think we decided on Daisy Chain. I guess I could look back and see how long it's been since I've played that one, but it's been a while. I don't think I've played it since I've been at Studio 7G. Winky! Holy crap! This is good. Okay, so I just came across an album from a band called Kyosin, which is Senri Kawaguchi, another one of her projects. I think we got to grab that. I have the pin out. This is going on the list. Most definitely, right now. Holy crap, that means we only have 2 spots left. Yeah, so here's the video that sent me down the rabbit hole for the Senri Kawaguchi deal. So like, I think she's 22 now, but she's been playing like already over a decade. And I mean playing professionally at this level. Okay, I just added a song by Simon Phillips to the list from Protocol 4. So that means we have 1 left. 1 spot left on the list, and it's just Wednesday, boys and girls. I'm actually off work Friday, and I will be taking that day off from working on the show as well, especially seeing as how there's not going to be anything to do. That means that tomorrow we have 1 job, to add 1 last song to the list and complete all that. So another thing that I need to do, being that it is Wednesday, is to share my midweek post. I've got a list here of about, I don't know, about 40 group pages, most of them prog. I share my post to all those group pages on Sundays when I go live, but can I put out a second call, you know, like for those who missed it, that kind of thing. And I'll wait till around the middle of the week because I don't want to be an over posty, toasty, spammy chode. Come on, man. Click. There you go. And the last one just changed their name. And I can't remember what they were called before, but they've changed their name to Progressive Minds. I like the sound of that. Posting the Progressive Mind poop page and we're done. Alright. We posted in every one of those. Here's something pretty cool. John Pomplin just sent me an email, and apparently Neil Citron from Bang Tower has just sent in a promo, or stinger as he calls it, and so we're going to check this out together for the first time. I haven't heard this yet. See what it sounds like.
This is Neil Citron of Bang Tower, and you're listening to Light Without Heat with Stuffer White. Progressive music for the progressive mind. Oh
yeah, I like that. I like that. Oh yeah, thank you, Neil. Thank you, John and Neil, so much for that. That was really cool. You will be hearing that on the show. So, since we really don't have anything left to do today, I think that's going to do it. We will pick it back up tomorrow. We will pick 1 song and add to the list, and we will be done until Saturday. Until then, I'm going to put you in my special freeze-dried time chamber, and it will instantly become tomorrow. Bye-bye. Hello. It is Thursday. So glad to see you survive the time chamber freeze-drying process, and we are back to work on the program. Checking out the new Lonely Robot album. We may have a contender. I like that one. Come on, tell me that don't sound like Light Without Heat. I think we may have it. Alright, I think our final track will be Lonely Robot from the new album Under Stars. 2019, and how long is that track? 5:16, and boys and girls, that is it. We have our scratch playlist. So we didn't have a lot to do today anyway, but now I'm feeling like super accomplished. And it also goes without saying that, you know, if something pops up, somebody comes into chat or whatever, I may throw an extra 1 or 2 in, and as you saw from last week, some of this might not get played. A couple, 2, 3 of these may carry over on to the next week, but anyways, we got it. We have all evening, and I really don't have anything else left to do. I can't really entertain you anymore, so naturally I'll probably come up with something stupid and elaborate to compensate for that. The final scratch playlist is complete, as you know, and we don't want to make out the real one until Saturday. All we're going to do Saturday is recopy this, hopefully in a lot more legible handwriting, in the order of longest to shortest as far as track length. I guess I should have mentioned that before. Lots to do on Saturday, but for tonight, that's it. I got nothing. So far, it's been a really good experience making this video and sharing this experience with you. So I guess since we're done for today, we're going to fade and dissolve into Saturday. Okay? Oh yeah, here it goes. Oh. It's Saturday! Yes, it is Saturday. We are here again, doing this again. It's time to make our official playlist. It's time to set up some posts on FB for tomorrow and cross all the I's and dot all the T's.
Let's get started.
So here is the playlist that we worked on all week. This was a scratch playlist. Everything's all in crazy order, basically in the order that I discovered the stuff or thought of it. Here's the new one, way more legible writing so I can actually see what I'm reading. All the tracks are in order of running time, from the longest to the shortest, except for that last one, that's the outro bit. Do a little dance, make a little line. Also, it's worth mentioning that this is the playlist, but this is not in order. The only one we know for sure when it's going to get played is that. That's going to be the intro song. Other than that, everything's up in the air. For those that listen to the show a lot, you probably are aware that I like to kick off the hours, hour number 2 and hour number 3, with longer tracks. So this one from Is will probably kick off either hour number 2 or 3. If it's just a regular little dot like that, that means it goes on the Facebook ad. If it has a P next to it, that stands for peeps, like these are my peeps. If it has a P with a circle around it, that means that there are peeps again, but they have also sent in a promo bumper. If it has a star, it is something new, something we have never played before, so it's kind of like a premiere. If it has a C with a square around it, that is a Trissic clack.
Trissic clack.
We're going to try to hurry things up a little bit. I'll still be as thorough as I can possibly be, but you know, to try to keep this video from being an hour long, then you know, what can I do? Which brings me to this point. If you have watched the video this far, then you're great. Seriously though, thank you a lot. I had no idea how much work this would be. I think we're going to get something good out of this. Trim this raggedy ass stuff off. Boom. Much better. Say goodbye to last week's playlist. Come on, last week's playlist. Time for you to retire, buddy. We can also get rid of our scratch playlist that we spent all week filling out. There's our playlist. 5/12/19. Tomorrow! Beep, 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 beep. Okay, the next step is to do the Facebook ads. It goes without saying we're going to keep these private for tonight, and we will post these tomorrow when the time comes. First thing we do is scroll back through Facebook. We're going to find last week's ads. That's the very first one from last week, so we're going to copy all this. Oh, come on. So we've selected our photo for the first one. Very important, make this private. Only me for right now. Paste all that gobbledygook that I took off of the ad from last week, and then we're just going to take these words out and put new words in. Up to there. So remember the ones with just dots, we will now replace those with those. Alright, so here's what it looks like now. We're going to post it. There we go. Looks good. Then we just go up and do the same thing, except we go new music from, copy that, and then just take all the rest of that. Drop by and chat with us, and then we'll go, we go live next hour. We'll use that, and here we go. Let's see what that looks like. Looks good. Same thing we did on the other one. Pasty, tasty. Go back to last week's, use that little section. Tasty, pasty again, posty, toasty. Pasty, tasty, toasty, posty. And just make it a little bit more uniform. Yeah. There we go. Okay, and finally, here's something that's always fun. This guy, Mr. Chop Top himself. Where you at, Chop Top? There he is. Okay, until next week, boys and girls. Good night. That's our Facebook post. We've got them all now, guys. Okay, so next up on the agenda is adding the final touches to our tear sheet. So now we have the bands that I included in the Facebook ad, so I make sure that I play them and don't screw up. Over here will be for maybe 1 or 2 cheat notes, like maybe to help me pronounce something, or maybe some cheat sheets off of Facebook. We can go ahead and write down Valance for the opening track. Put our tear sheet on there, and we'll also be taking the book with all the prog Facebook group pages, because we're going to post in there tomorrow too. Everything goes in the bag, zipped up real good. I guess now we could take you back to Studio 7G with me, and I could show you a little bit of what I do to prepare for a show on a Sunday. Let's go to Studio 7G. It's Sunday. Unzippy the bag. Gonna put this right there. Here's our sheets, our couple cheat cards, playlist up here. Lumos. There we go. 4 o'clock, so it's time to get our first Facebook ad out there. Click. All right, boy howdy. Let's put it in the poop page. Oh, there's our little teaser video for the movie that you're watching right now. Penis. All right, it's in the poop page. Okay, let's set up Spreaker. There's last week's show. Copy. Paste. Change the date from the 5th to the 12th. Put some tags in here. There's our tags. Description. Back to last week's show. We'll hear new music from... Save that. Lay that bad boy in there. Go to the Facebook ad and copy. Paste, and there's our description. Alright, so let's go. Oh, come on. Okay, install the Flash player. There you go. And let's get a little mic check. Check. Czechoslovakian chickens. Czechoslovakian chickens. Check. Yeah, I think it's a good level. Okay, so now we have to add all of that and all of that to that. Alright, we've got it all loaded up. First 2 commercials, the intro song, and then all the rest of the playlist, all the way down. I don't know if you can see this or not, because it's probably been established by now that this camera sucks. Very important, before the show, turn the ringer off.
This ringer is on.
And turn the machine off.
Calls will not be answered.
Cool.
Shoogie.
Oh, we go on in 5 minutes. Get rid of YouTube. Broadcast live. Click.
At the law firm of DeLeo and Furax, we understand that sometimes life throws your...
We're live.
Stuffers, light without heat. Progressive music for the progressive mind.
Loving movies and pleasant melodies. You see, like this one. You hear that? Yes, controlled media. At the point at which our civilization shall enter the new age of light without heat.
Live from North Carolina. Light without heat. Progressive music for the progressive mind.
Nikki and Chris both say hello to the video camera. Oh, this is a rare occurrence. No, I'm sorry. No, not now. Hey, I'm still on the air. You guys saw on the camera that I turned the phone off, but Never thought about that. I've had a blast doing this, and I've had a blast doing this video this week too, so thank you if you've made it this far on the video, and if you've made it this far in the program, then thank you as well.
Good night. Oh, good night.
And we're done. Well, guys, that was a week in my life preparing this show. So until next week, don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things. I will leave you now with a real live fart.
Daddy, is it true the new Stuffer White shows have 30% more air guitar than the old ones?
Timmy, get away from the internet.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good cow.